Look at that, Michelle. Look at that. Wasn't that amazing, Michelle?
Oh man, Jimmy hated the intro, so we had to go back and change it. No longer AI music. This comes straight from the Microsoft catalog. Jimmy's just being the fun police right now.
I do not have to use this slide because I am happy. We'll continue to work on that open. But you know how I know it's Friday, Michelle? Because Mehryn is having internet problems.
Yeah. You have to deal with me for the next 10 minutes. Welcome to Selling Microsoft Teams Rooms.
Welcome.
I'm decorating the office, so it's a mess right now, but we'll make it through.
We'll get it through it. Let's jump right in because we got more than 10 minutes to actually cover this. First, new Teams runs on Android. Firmware is out. I wanted to call one thing out specifically for our partners, for our customers. There is a new calendar view, which means that some of your training material, some of your adoption material at your organizations might look a little bit different than what's on the screen once you get this new firmware updated. Go ahead and download this firmware, Michelle. It's a great step forward. Again, we are showing value in the Pro in that license. Wherever you see Pro, that is only coming to a Pro license.
Yes, meeting ID and passcode. But what I also like, Jimmy, is the support for Teams Premium security features such as end-to-end recording, which is now available on Android as well.
And even the watermarking like we used this week as well. Michelle, it's time for those thousands of people that have not yet completed their badge. And we see you. We see you because we got the reports. We see the thousands of people that have not yet finished their badge. You got to go in. You got to get your badge, Michelle.
You got to go get it. Jimmy and I did some of the questions. If you have any complaints, go to Jimmy. We're seeing a lot of you taking the exam, and we might have a special surprise for a couple of people taking both the technical and the sales exam. So go check that out. ak.ms/Teams Rooms Sales Badge 2024.
And here's something that I'm going to plan for next week. I'm going to actually bring one of the questions onto the show, Michelle, and we'll talk about it and give you the answer. Getting those thousands of people who haven't yet completed to the right answers. Also, there is a new layout in Teams, Michelle, and don't make me do it. Don't make me do it.
We've been yelling, so this reminds us so much of Front Row. Matter of fact, it is Front Row. And if we go back 2 years in time, we had the bullhorn and we were screaming out, Front Row, it's just a layout. And here we go, it's now available in Together mode.
It's Together mode. Also using meeting themes for Teams. Now you can customize, that screen that you join your meeting on? Now you can customize that and brand that for your organization. Great to see some little things like this coming to the Teams opportunities. And speaking of Teams, Michelle, you can't do anything with Teams without keyboard shortcuts. I use them myself. A lot of programmers do.
And there's so many of them now. We had a couple of them already in the new Teams, but we've added more. Make sure you check out the new support page for more keyboard shortcuts. I think there are like 40 or 50 of them now. And I know the nerds, our fellow nerds, love these.
Yeah, all you got to do is press that control period button. It'll bring up all of the different shortcuts that you can do. It's also in that blog post. And 3 tips for using Copilot in Teams. I found this video. I found this helpful. I thought I would share it out, Michelle, because it's all about Copilot.
Yeah, and I love the inspiration part. I think the imagination is the limiting factor a lot of these times. I'm still blown away after 9 months. I love that we're putting out more of this content to make sure people understand how deep this actually goes and how many questions they can actually ask in their meetings.
Yeah, it even gives you a great thing if there's an unusual pause in there, how you can use Copilot to sort of inspire more discussions and inspire more things, maybe in a brainstorming meeting or something like that. Also, we actually have a case study on Customer Zero. Customer Zero meaning Microsoft, powering a generational shift in IT with AI. So this is the idea that Microsoft is using AI to actually shift the way that we're using IT internally here at Microsoft itself.
Yeah, so there's a quote there from Matt Hempy, who's the principal group manager for Microsoft Digital, who does all of our IT. The great learning, especially for bigger companies and how to get started with Microsoft 365 chat.
Yeah, big or small, you've got access now to our Copilot technology. Great to see people using it. And 5 tips for prompting AI. Michelle, you and I talk about it all the time about how we engineer our prompts, how we look at our prompts, and how we can make our prompts better. Now we're going to start sharing some of this knowledge because we've taught you how to use Copilot. Now we've got to get everybody better at using it.
For me, the biggest one here is the last one. Keep the conversation going. With Copilot for Microsoft 365, it's not just about asking that one question and then it's done. No, keep the conversation going. Continue to ask follow-up questions, and an important thing, Jimmy, be nice to the AI. Say please.
It has feelings, but one of the things, like you said, if you ask Copilot to ask me questions while you're prompting it, you actually sometimes get some better results because it needs to understand what you want and will ask you those questions. So the tips on how to communicate.
I love that part. Just saying, feel free to ask me any questions before you answer. I love that part about Copilot.
Absolutely. And Prompt Like a Pro, another blog post that actually says prompt like a pro, stay on top of your chats with the Copilot in Teams. And I use Copilot in Teams all of the time now. It's actually on the side. I find that I go to it. We saw our friend Tom Arbanoff actually used it to go find some documents this week. There are tips that you will see people actually sharing about how they're using it and how they work it into their daily workflow.
I like to use this in our Teams Rooms expert chat with 400 of the most intelligent Teams Room folks out there in Microsoft. And I just go back and say, hey, remind me or let me know what was discussed here in the past 7 days. It's such a powerful tool.
It's such a powerful tool. Also, there's an opportunity for our partners to train with Microsoft and boost your AI skills. This is a blog post where it has all of the different trainings. We're going to do more as Microsoft to actually get out there and do more of these trainings, but a great blog post to actually highlight a few of the opportunities that are there right now.
For sure.
Also, our friends at Logitech have an unbelievable opportunity. If you have customers that have a 50-room opportunity, you can go to logitech.com/Microsoft/trial. Help Logitech help you in getting all of those systems out there. Michelle, as we go back to the office, we know there's nothing better than Teams rooms inside of a meeting room, and this technology can help every customer actually be providing their users the reason to commute back to the office itself.
Yeah, make sure you visit logitech.com/Microsoft/trial and then reach out to your local representative to see if you qualify in your area.
Absolutely. And this is a great opportunity for Microsoft partners. Signature_MTR_offer at Logitech.com. What a mouthful, Michelle. But Logitech, Steelcase, Avocor have all come together to actually provide our partners discounts on building signature Teams rooms. Now, if you don't know what signature Teams rooms are, that's where the front row layout at the front of the room really captures the people that are inside of the room and really gives that ease of use of the space itself.
Yes, and I think we did a fun video back at ISC. I can't wait for that to be out there so we can show it to people. But I love the combination of all the parties, Logitech, Avocor, and Steelcase in one package.
Absolutely. Now let's take a couple of roadmap items. Number one, Michelle, there is Teams video clip inside of a channel. Now you'll be able to actually record yourself on the screen and go through. There's a lot of these, so we're going to go really quick. See multiple participants in content preview and improved presenter window when screen sharing. This is something that's going to help all of us as we're screen sharing to also keep eye contact with everybody. Michelle, when I screen share, sometimes that gallery view goes away. Now we're going to actually help it so that you can see reactions as you're presenting. Also quicker sign in without entering the domain. A great opportunity to actually just use your username to go in without that @ sign. Also inside of Message Center, there was some room remote feature for desktop opportunities in there. That's also on the roadmap as well. Now let's go to some upcoming events, Michelle. I know. It's sort of a mouthful to get through it.
That was a lot of stuff. Enterprise Connect is coming up in Orlando, Florida, March 25th to March 28th. Nicole Hershkovich and Ilya Buckstein are both going to be there on stage. This is one you always look forward to because it's more in your area. Jimmy, are you going to be attending this year?
I am going to be attending this year. A lot of us will be down there. I think Microsoft is sending a force down there to bring an Enterprise Connect. If you are down there, please come up, say hi. Say you see us every Friday at 9 a.m. I'm happy to sort of meet everybody that's on the other side of this screen, Michelle, because they are the ones that keep us going. Also, our friend Tom will be and Ella will be doing an AVI event on March 6th. The power of bringing together communications, collaboration, and AI with Microsoft Team. Go ahead and sign up for this because it'll be a great event as well.
I love seeing Ron and Chris on there. It's always that's good people.
Absolutely. Great people. Also, Logitech and Microsoft will be doing a roadshow in Detroit and Houston, March 13th and March 12th. If you are in these areas, go ahead and sign up. Go see some great technology. Go hang out with our friends, both from Microsoft and Logitech at these events. Again, Michelle, Comms V Next is in Denver this year. this is something that I every single year look forward to going. I am going. I'm presenting with our friend Michael Tressler this year as well, and there'll be some surprises on the back end.
Good. And then we have, it's probably not on this slide, but then we have a little surprise for you coming up in May. And then in June, we'll have InfoComm taking place in the Las Vegas Convention Center. I haven't been to Vegas in a long time. Maybe
Absolutely.
I should find my way out here. But a lot of great events, Jimmy, coming up in our space.
Yeah, this will be fun. Also, Mehryn will be doing a Hive Live on February 26th. Go ahead and register today to go see the Hive and Mehryn speaking about Microsoft Teams rooms. We almost did it, Michelle. That was 11 minutes.
Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad. Yeah, I did notice that you haven't changed the AI music of the outro yet. So you won't get to see my reaction. But I'm hoping that everybody has a good weekend and comes back to us next week. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the feedback. And go get your badge, Michelle.
Yes. See you all next week. Have a good weekend.
Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. You make it all worthwhile. You make me feel alive. I appreciate your support. It means the world to me. So thank